Live from Channel 8, this is News Now, bringing you lightning updates covering the end of the world.
Hello and welcome, viewers. We have some pressing updates to deliver to you today as the end times are now upon us. That's right, folks. The world as we know it will end today at an unknown time. However, this is not going to deter my team and I from delivering vital news to our viewers. Our first story today comes from God himself, or whatever deity it was that contacted the White House today. The deity claimed that all of you are wrong. The only legitimate religion is worshiping the sun. I am the sun. No further comments were made. Personally, I am glad that the sun is God. It makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
Right you are, Kevin. The news of the new sun god really does brighten our day, doesn't it? Our next story comes from the south, where Florida has quite literally left the United States as Tropical Storm Meredith cracked Florida just above Jacksonville. Florida is expected to survive around 2 weeks alone in the Atlantic, but the United States is refusing to claim the loose state. Local celebrity, Florida Man, has claimed independence for the state and threatened to shoot down any of the metal birds that try and take Florida back after he raided a National Guard armory.
Florida Man strikes again, it appears. Our hearts and prayers go out to those in Florida, but it's probably best you stay gone. Hold on a second there. I'm getting some breaking news from our producers. It has been reported from multiple sources that apes and chimpanzees are currently overtaking militaries around the world and demand the world's supply of Chiquita bananas. They believe that our farming and hoarding of the banana is immoral and that humans were never meant to have their most precious resource. They gave us a short timeline to deliver the supply to them, and they claim to have access to multiple nuclear arsenals and aren't afraid to use them. More on that later. We'll be back with you after this short commercial break.
Have you ever been unable to wash your hands because of lack of the water and soap? Try this one, Cyber Clean Hand Sanitizer. It contains 72% alcohol, and use this sanitizer gel can quickly reduce the breathalyzer on your hand. Whenever soap and water is not available, order yours from Amazon. It's only $3.49.
Everyone needs to drink water every day, and both warm water and cold water are required. What people need is a water bottle that can set temperature. If you want warm water, you can set a high temperature. If you want cold water, you can set a low temperature.
It's your time to drink water. So order it from Produce Store today.
We are back from the commercial break with an update on the situation regarding the apes. It seems they are congregating at the Cincinnati Zoo. More updates on that soon.
In metaphysical news, the sun god has been deemed a liar. A race of fifth-dimensional beings has contacted President Joe Biden telepathically to let him know that they are responsible for all constructs of human existence, and that the sun god is actually the evil deity that will inevitably destroy our entire galaxy. How they are unable to control the sun god despite their claim of being omnipotent and in control of all events is still unknown. More on that later, but for now, we are receiving some live coverage from our field correspondent Janice regarding the ape and chimpanzee attack that is occurring outside of the Cincinnati Zoo.
Hello, Kevin. I'm here outside of the Cincinnati Zoo with a group of Malaysian men who have been designated with the task of holding back a group of terrorist monkeys. The monkeys are armed with spears and machine guns and are setting up a stronghold near the ape enclosure in the zoo. They're here at the Cincinnati Zoo to commemorate the loss of Harab, a beloved gorilla who was a member of the Reclaim Banana movement. Harab was the victim of a political assassination that was allegedly conspired by the United States military. Hold on 1 second. It seems to me that the apes are breaking the front line. I'm going to have to cut out. Back to you in the studio.
While we try and get Janice back, enjoy these messages from our sponsors.
Ever feel dull wearing just a face mask and walking on the street? Seeing people with half of their face covered and not recognizing anyone? Fearing that no one would remember you after a conversation? Now introducing the beauty mask.
Wow, I feel so different now.
Boom, you're now the center of attention, and you don't have to worry about being ordinary anymore. Beauty mask, your one and only choice. Order yours from Amazon today.
Have you been looking to update your style? Can't find something to wear to your date or just want to impress your friends?
But I own this super lame code.
Have no fear, because I have the perfect solution for you. Introducing the color Zomp. Zomp is the one-stop shop for all your color-coordinated needs. It's perfect for any occasion. Need something fun for a party?
Oh, you look totally radical.
How about that important interview?
You're hired.
Even your Annie's funeral.
I'm sorry to hear about your hunt, but you do look pretty dope.
So throw out last year's threads in that 120 box of crayons and buy Zomp today.
Thanks, Tom.
Welcome back to Channel 8 News, the last news station still broadcasting in the end of times. A recent statement from the United Kingdom has been released detailing the secret history of the royal family that has been kept from the world until now. It is alleged that the entire royal family is actually a family of humanoid lizards. Queen Elizabeth herself went in front of a forum today, and when questioned about the allegations, she stripped herself of her human disguise and ate several of the reporters before being shot multiple times by the Queen's guards, to which the Queen responded by shooting laser beams out of her eyes and eviscerating the entirety of Buckingham Palace. The Queen has not been seen since this incident.
This just in, executive chairman of Amazon, Jeffrey Bezos, attempted to leave this doomed planet and galaxy forever. But as his spacecraft neared the edge of orbit, which resembled that of a flying saucer, he was targeted and destroyed by U.S. hypersonic missiles. The military released an official statement detailing the events, claiming that Jeffrey Bezos is actually an alien fugitive that is known as Zorf from the planet Pudrivis. He has been a life form of interest since the early 1800s and fled to Earth in order to use his advanced knowledge to exploit the world's economy and accumulate a massive amount of wealth. Damn. Everyone seems to be some kind of creature or another.
In geopolitical news, Florida has now designated itself as the capital of the world after a statement from the elusive Florida man was released. He called upon the United States to send aid to the new country. Among two items listed was a 2-week supply of Keystone Light and a carton of Newports. President Biden gave a reply by video conference, telling Florida man that there is not enough time to get him what he wants. Florida man responded by threatening the country with homemade bombs consisting of fireworks and gasoline. No further comments were made by the White House.
We'll have to see what happens first, the end of the world or the end of Florida man. One of the main issues at hand currently preventing aid to Florida is the lack of airplanes in the sky, caused by something we're not quite sure of yet. But our expert in the field is live on the scene. Janice 2.
We are reporting here live at the Purdue Airport, where a strange magnetic signal has grounded all aircraft across the globe. Here at the airport, we can see that there are 0 aircraft currently airborne, as the Earth's magnetic field has somehow strength to only target the aluminum found in airplanes. Hundreds, if not thousands, have died in airplane accidents, and worldwide transportation has ground to a halt. Wait, are you hearing this in the studio? It sounds like a jet.
Janice 2? We're going to have to update you on the situation once we get more news, but my prayers go out to the Janice and our camera crew. But this just in, all Walmart supermarkets are now selling every item in their stores for just $1. The CEO of Walmart said, "It only makes sense that we do this at this point. This is our only opportunity to cash out before Armageddon." They also added that all Armageddon survival supplies are in aisle 9 of each store.
In other news, Chile has already taken over part of Antarctica, and no one will stop them. What's next? Ohio? Once they get past Cleveland, we'll have to put an end to their aggression. Other reasons to be scared about this? Chile is shaped like a Dementor's finger. If I learned anything from the train scene in Harry Potter 3, it's that the Dementor's fingers are not good fingers. They're crazy ugly and they make the room cold. I don't like the cold, and neither do most Americans. This is probably Chile's plan, to make us chilly. Unscrupulous bastards. Speaking of the cold, we're handing it off to our meteorologist, Janice 3.
Thank you, Ben. The weather today is quite a beauty as temperatures across Indiana are quite varied today. There's a heat stroke advisory in effect in Terre Haute as the temperature has begun to melt steel and other buildings. So be sure to drink plenty of water if you're in this area. However, in Bloomington, it appears hell has finally frozen over as the city is cruising right around absolute zero. So be sure to wear a big coat and snuggle in by the fire. However, up in Lafayette and Peril, we are enjoying nice mid to high 70-degree weather, while down in central Indiana, it appears the temperatures are reaching a toasty 100 to 702 degrees. Our 10-day forecast has starting this Tuesday with some partly cloudy skies with a nice warm 76 degrees to close out the day. However, the remains of Tropical Storm Meredith will be making its way up from Florida to give us some rain on Wednesday and dropping that temperature to be a cold 66 with heavy rainfall. However, Thursday will be looking to be sitting in the eye of the storm nearly the entire day, keeping temperatures low. The rain will be on pause, so it will be a little warmer until the other side of Meredith reaches the West Lafayette around 2 a.m. Friday morning. On Friday, the storm will resume with slightly higher intensity and will bring that temperature back down to a chilly 65 with winds reaching 150 miles per hour. So be sure to wear a raincoat if you plan on going out. However, starting Saturday, the government is planning to interfere with the Weather Council and will factory reset the planet. This leads to 2 days of gorgeous 73-degree weather with no chance of rain while the Earth reboots. Unfortunately, Monday the high will be in the thousands of degrees as the Weather Council will most likely declare war on humanity and unleash natural disasters the likes of the world has never seen with a high and low of over 1,000 degrees. Back to you behind the desk.
Thank you, Janice. It hurts my heart to say this, but the Rocket League Grand Finals have been postponed until Thursday. Cloud9 and FaZe would have completed tomorrow, but Cloud9 starting players got a stomach ache and didn't feel like playing. The game will now be starting 6 p.m. Thursday on Twitch and all remaining TV channels. Who are you rooting for this Thursday, Kevin?
Personally, I stake no claim in Rocket League, but whatever team you are on is probably the one I would take a mortgage out to bet on. In agricultural news, farmers around the world are experiencing turmoil currently due to a shortage of pesticides available to them. Though they've been told that the world is ending, they insist that they must apply pesticides on their crops for harvesting season. Local officials say that they're not sure if the farmers understand the gravity of the situation. Back to you, Ben.
In other news, a man named Noah is building an ark. Sound familiar? An acquaintance of Florida man, Noah has informed News Now that he'll be building and operating Noah's Ark 2.0, a brand new ark designed to hold even better animals, and welcomes 2 of everything aboard his boat. No more, no less. He specifically said, however, that mosquitoes and stink bugs will not be allowed aboard. He has constructed this boat mainly with supplies that can be found in Home Depot, so the structural integrity of this watercraft is still yet to be observed. More on that as we near the deadline for this ark to set sail.
For our final story tonight, we have an update on the aforementioned random chimp event that is in progress. It seems the army of primates have seized the world's supply of bananas and have laid down arms and made a truce with the human race. They have returned to the jungle after accumulating resources to build a series of underground bunkers to try and wait out Armageddon with enough bananas and water to last them a few decades. The leader of the primates has a message, however, that he would like to share with the world. He simply stated, "Reject humanity, return to monkey." The primates have invited anyone who identifies with this ideology to come to their safe haven. Honestly, that sounds like a sweet deal to me. I'm out.
It looks like the monkey army has coaxed my co-host away, which is a great night to try and end tonight's segment if he weren't. It appears that the monkeys have actually recruited most of America and all of their leaders to join the new monkey government. This new government, named the United States of Monkey, will be part of a larger organization that will encapsulate the entire globe once their plans for world domination are back in effect. I'm your remaining host, Benjamin Fair, and to America, I wish you all a good night.